Step 1 is to figure out the conclusion of the argument. This last sentence here is the conclusion of the argument. Step 2 is to link the bold parts with the conclusion. See, the first boldface here is an intermediate conclusion, and the second boldface is the main conclusion, and the main conclusion opposes the intermediate conclusion. So with this groundwork, let's look at the answer choices. No, the first boldface is not supporting the conclusion made by the disaster management specialist. See, disaster management specialist is the author of the complete paragraph. His conclusion is going to be the conclusion of the argument. This last bit here. This intermediate bit is the conclusion of the political commentators. So answer choice A cannot be correct. Look at answer choice B. The first states the conclusion of the argument made by the political commentators. That is correct. The intermediate conclusion is by political commentators, and the second states the conclusion of the argument made by the disaster management specialist. That is correct. The second boldface is the main conclusion. This is the conclusion by the disaster management specialist. Answer choice B is going to be correct. Let's look at answer choice C. No, the first is not the conclusion by the disaster management specialist. This is not correct. And no, the second boldface does not support this conclusion here. And therefore, one more cross mark here. C is a very poor answer choice. Look at answer choice D. No, the first is not supporting the conclusion made by the political commentators. The first itself is the conclusion made by the political commentators, and no, the second is not stating that conclusion. The second boldface is stating a separate conclusion, the conclusion by the author of the argument. So 2 cross marks here. D is just not the right answer choice. Look at answer choice E. No, each does not support the conclusion of the argument made by the disaster management specialist. 2 problem here. The first boldface is not supporting the conclusion made by the disaster management specialist, and even the second is not supporting the conclusion. The second itself is the conclusion. So once again, 2 cross marks here. E can also be eliminated. Let's confirm answer choice B once. We know that the first boldface is an intermediate conclusion. This is the conclusion by the political commentators, and the second boldface is the main conclusion. This is the conclusion by the author, the disaster management specialist. B is the correct answer choice.